Welcome back, NYC Fragrance family. Got you another video. Yep. This one, I know you guys hear plenty about Creed Aventus, fragrances that are clones of Creed Aventus, but I feel like I got to talk about this one. A couple of reasons why. About a year ago, I bought it for my father. I've been smelling it on him. It's still the Creed Aventus DNA pretty much, but I noticed it actually smells very, smooth. It's like very well done. So I had been thinking about getting it for myself, and then Afnan started an international reviewers club. A few months back, they reached out to me. I know I've been out of the game for a while, but I appreciate the fact that they reached out to me, and it's a big deal. Because I see that these clone brands, like a brand like this, now reaching out to reviewers and sending fragrances out to reviewers to get people to review their fragrance and stuff like that, indicates something to me that they're not just looking to be a clone brand, that they're looking to establish themselves into something a little bit bigger. So you might see some originals coming out from Afnan in the future. I mean, don't quote me on that. That's just the sense and feel that I get based on the fact that they're doing this now. So a few months back, I got a nice package from them, and lo and behold, I got this Supremacy in Silver. Now, Afnan fragrances are not expensive fragrances to begin with. I could have just purchased it myself. This one's going for, I believe, around $35 to $40. Maybe a little pricier than the most popular fragrance out there that's a clone, Club de Nuit Intense from Armaf. But there is a difference for me. So let me get into the fragrance. This is the box. Pretty basic box. Just a cardboard box. Got a little hologram thing going on here, which is pretty cool. Got the information on the bottom, as usual. So the box is nothing extra special. What I will say is, as I go through Afnan's and other clone brands, you're going to see these presentations have gotten really good. Here's the bottle. It's definitely a fingerprint magnet. Although this is not opaque silver, you could actually in the light see through it pretty clearly and see your fluid levels. So it's not one of those bottles that you can't see how much you got left, which is good. I see that I've used a little bit of this because I've worn it quite a few times. I do enjoy the Aventus DNA. I enjoy wearing that fragrance. What I don't enjoy is going out nowadays to go get a 100 ml bottle and spend over $400, maybe even $500. I think I'd have to really look it up again because the prices seem to keep going up on Creeds, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a Creed buyer anymore. I'm sorry, I hate to say it that way, but it's not in my budget. It's not something I'm willing to do. I am a frag head. I like smelling fragrances. I like wearing fragrances pretty much every day. Sometimes I wear 2 fragrances a day, one in the morning, one at night. But I'm not willing to blow the bank just to have a fragrance. I'm not that crazy. Something like this, when you're getting it at the price that it comes in, I believe $35 to $40. I'll link one of these below, so this way you can see how much it is. Want to shop it around. I think even in my NYC fragrance store that I have linked in Amazon, I have this in there, so you can definitely go and see how much it's going for. If you know Aventus, you know the DNA. It's a blind buy worthy if you're looking for something like that. Eau de Parfum concentration. See that? When I smell that in the air, and when I smell this particular Supremacy in Silver fragrance, it's not as screechy in the opening as people complain about Club de Nuit Intense by Armaf. It's definitely smoother. It's more natural feeling. It definitely, like, right from Brip, it's Creed Aventus. Just another bottle and another name. That's the way I look at it. It's got that really nice birch smokiness with it. The bright, juicy pineapple note, like you all know about when it comes to Creed Aventus. It just lingers in the air, and it's just a fantastic fragrance. People that, I guess tired of this DNA or sick of smelling Aventus, I don't get that at all. Like, I actually crave it every once in a while. Like, that's why I have a few of these different versions and clones of it. I have some Duas, I have Afnans, I even have some brands that claim to be niche that I went to Essence that have their own versions of Creed Aventus. And you know, if it's something that works, they'll make their own twist on it and they capitalize on that. For the people that aren't familiar, they walk into a boutique, they don't know what Creed Aventus is, they smell this fragrance for the first time from another brand, and they're sold because it's a really good smelling DNA. So do I recommend you going and getting this if you're looking for an Aventus clone? Absolutely. This thing lasts a good 7 to 8 hours. That's longer. I have Creed Aventus, and that lasts longer than the original. I'm sorry to say it again. The original is really losing points nowadays with how good some of these clone brands are coming out with their fragrances and how good they are performing. The price point, you're paying a tenth of the price. It's a no-brainer nowadays. You know, what is there to hide? Oh, I'm not wearing Creed Aventus, but I smell like Creed Aventus. Who the hell cares? You know, and this whole talk of people that want to say, I'm a no-clone zone, that's a choice you want to make, go right ahead. Listen, Mancera back here, Xerjoff over my shoulder, and there's Creed. I own quite a few of every single one of those brands' fragrances. So I'm not selling them out, and I'm not saying not to buy their stuff. But a lot of these new clone brands that are coming out and have been around making better and better fragrances every day, and it's making it very difficult and putting a lot of pressure on these other brands. And unfortunately, as a consumer, with the prices going up with everything, especially here in the States, inflation is at an all-time high. Clones have become the go-to for me, and you're going to see quite a long list of videos coming up on this channel of clone fragrances, because it's not just me. It's, if you see other reviewers out there, they're talking about all these brands. So you'll see some videos coming out from me as well about a lot of these different brands, the Middle Eastern brands that are creating some of the best clones out there. So I hope you took something away from this video. I hope you enjoy Creed Aventus, the DNA, the smell of it, as much as I do. And this Afnan Supremacy in Silver is definitely a fragrance that I would recommend if you're looking for an alternative. New viewers, thank you for stopping by. New subscribers, thank you for joining the NYC Fragrances family. And my NYC Fragrance family, I'm going to try to keep this going, like I said, at least once a week if I can. You know, I got a couple in the pipeline. I'll probably be good for a few months here. We'll see what happens. You know, if I get more energized, maybe I'll get to 2 a week, maybe 3 a week. We'll see how it goes, like I said. Right now, I'm going to try to keep it to the once a week. Till the next time, remember, if you smell good, you feel good. Have a nice day.